Good morning and welcome to our Farmer Talk. Today we're going to go over McKesson Reimbursement Advantage and ProviderPay. So my name is Chelsey Jones and I'm a Regional Director for Health Mart Atlas. And in my role, I support our sales team, so your PSCs, in regards to our growth and our strategy around Health Mart Atlas, MRA, and ProviderPay. I will say McKesson Reimbursement Advantage is MRA, so that's what I'll be referring to it as. McKesson loves acronyms. So today it's my pleasure to have Marilyn Syap here. She's the Director of Pharmacy for WellPower, which is a behavioral health center. So Marilyn, thank you for joining me. Could you tell us about yourself and about your pharmacy?
Sure. So I've been in pharmacy for several years. I've been an independent pharmacy at WellPower for about 20 years. Our pharmacy is, as you said, embedded in a mental health center. So it is primarily for people who are uninsured, underinsured, a lot of Medicaid, a lot of Medicare. So it's a good service.
It sounds like it. You do a lot for your community, so we thank you for that. MRA is our pre- and post-edit services. So a lot of this is revenue driving and audit protections for your bottom line. And ProviderPay is our reconciliation service. So making sure your AR management and those claims are getting paid and reconciled so that you know what's coming in and what may still need to be chased. So Marilyn, let's get started. And what are some challenges that your pharmacy is facing today?
Oh, the same as everybody else. I mean, decreased reimbursement, increased drug costs, increased employment costs, changes on the field as it stands, moving more towards non-dispensing services and trying to figure out payment for those. Just a lot of it's a changing field, and they change the rules, and we don't know it until after the rules have been changed.
Yeah, I like when you said it's always changing. It's a game. I think you said Jumanji. I don't know if it's that intense, but some days might feel like it, huh? With that, how are MRA or ProviderPay or even both services helping you through those challenges?
Started with MRA, like you said, about 10 years ago, and mainly we were looking through all the claims ourselves, and it took a lot of time to figure out, did we use the right DAW? Do we have the right DEAs? Are we getting reimbursed are we using the best drugs, NDCs for generics to get the best reimbursement? And so we started using MRA, and it has made it a lot easier. I have a monthly call with my rep, Deborah, and she goes through all the reports for both pharmacies and tells me, you could use a better NDC for this one, or check your package size on this one. These don't look right, or this NPI doesn't look right for this provider. You may want to check it. And we've had some good success with that. She has told me, hey, this payer looks like they're reimbursing more for this. Why don't you try to rebill these? And we rebill them, and we've gotten paid more. I wouldn't have known that. We had one generic that is one of our top 10, and we were using a product that was more expensive than another, and we started using the other one, and we saved quite a bit of money moving forward. So things that we wouldn't have seen unless we spent a lot of time doing it.
Yeah, so it's another set of eyes for your pharmacy at a lower cost than having someone staff full-time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. And it's been 10 years. That's a lot of time to stay with a program, and we appreciate that for you. Can you tell us, though, you've been with MRA for 10 years. ProviderPay, you were with us. You left, and about 5 years ago, you returned. So could you tell us about that experience and why you returned to our services?
Yeah, so with ProviderPay, they look at all of our reimbursements. They match up to make sure we're getting reimbursed. We do pay for the service for them to chase as well. But we were doing all of that ourselves. We had their service. We started doing it ourselves, looking at all our statements, matching up, making sure everything was paid. And we just decided to go back to them, and it makes it a lot easier.
So I would say between the two programs, the ease, the time management, or the time that you're saving is really what the payoff is.
The time and the worry, the stress, just knowing that we're doing everything we can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone on your side and looking out for you. Share with us your perspective in regards to what types of insights you may receive in regards to your business. I think you mentioned a little bit with MRA, changing an NDC or the package site. How does that help your bottom line overall?
Well, it keeps us from being audited. We're ready. We've done it up front, so that helps. Just helps.
Yeah, great. No, audit prevention is very important, and we'll continue to have more services to support our pharmacies there. If there's somebody new in our audience today that is not familiar with the services or thinking about joining, what advice would you offer?
I'd say give it a shot. I mean, I think you'll see relatively quickly that you have a partner and they'll be on your side. And, like I said, Deborah's been wonderful. She also goes over our equip scores and opportunities and, what are we missing all the way around.
Yeah, and I will say with MRA, our MRA members do have higher equip scores and performance scores than our non-MRA pharmacies. So that's a good aspect and point to make as well. If there's anything that you would like to leave our audience with today, what would that be?
Give it a shot. I mean, to me, it's worth saving time and stress. I mean, we have enough to be stressed about right now.
That's very true. I think we already knew that, but we've heard it even more this week. I will say she's saying give it a shot. We do have some promos going on with both ProviderPay and MRA. With MRA, it's a 3-month guarantee, so give it a shot. Like she said, for those 3 months, if you don't see the recovered value, then you would get that refunded back to you. And then there's a lower cost for the ProviderPay for the first 3 months as well. But Marilyn, thank you for your time today. Thank you for your expertise. You're a great partner. I've known her for almost 10 years as well. So thank you for being on stage. I know it's a little frightening and nerve-wracking, so I appreciate your time. If you would like to learn more about MRA or ProviderPay, we are the bank, so your financial insights, so HealthMart Atlas, MRA, and ProviderPay. You can get a demo of ProviderPay if you've never seen the platform before, so please stop by, say hi, and we would be happy to help you get started. Thank you.